day today, and we are super excited to be doing
a little different today.
A little different, and but it involves alcohol.
Yeah, so it's not that different.
It really isn't that different. You guys know that the only sponsors that we ever work with are people that we endorse or things that will be awesome videos that you guys will enjoy. This is both, because this is something that we know that we will love and that hopefully you will love, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this video is sponsored by Weekly Tasting, which is a wine company, pretty much, right?
A wine company, and they basically hand select these different wines, maybe that you've never heard of or anything like that, and they send you 4.
I know alcohol. I've been a bartender, mixologist, but I will tell you right now, when it comes to wine and being super knowledgeable, I'm dumb. I'm just a dumb novice who loves to drink wine.
We just like to drink it.
We like to drink it, but we don't really know what we're drinking or how good it is or anything like that. And so that's part of what this service offers, is you get to learn. Whether you love wines, you still get to learn new things, or if you're a complete novice, you get to learn anything. The coolest thing about this video is not only did they send us the wine, but Elizabeth Schneider, who is, I don't even know how to say this correctly. It's not a sommelier, is right? It's
You're good.
Is that right? Is that how you say it?
Totally good. I thought she said sommelier.
Yeah. I like the way you say it better.
Yeah, sommelier.
Sommelier. So it sounds fancier. Yeah. So
just say a wine nerd. Fine.
She's a wine nerd. She's here to do the private tasting with us with this week's wine pack, which is super cool.
Personalized wine nerd.
I came from the wine industry, so I was in marketing in the wine industry, and I started my podcast because I was like, everybody's so mean. They're so mean. So
well, let's shout out your podcast on here too.
Wine for Normal People.
And I'm gonna go ahead and put a link down to that in the description below as well.
Thanks. No, but I mean, I just think that wine does not have to be like that. So I loved it. I started doing wine stuff when I was in Boston, when I was like 22, taking courses and stuff like that. And I loved it. I had one really good teacher, and I was like, I want to be that teacher. I want to be that teacher for everybody that I can, because I think wine's so cool. It's history, it's like geology, it's all these other things together. But it was a high barrier to entry.
I'm gonna be honest, it's scary. It's like
terrifying.
It's, you know,
the wall.
Yeah.
The wall of wine.
And I think that there's just a lot of like judgment.
Oh, so much. It's horrible.
So these come with cards though, if you're not here.
Yeah, I wrote the cards, so just imagine me saying all of this, and because I really do write it like I'm talking, because that's how I write.
So each one has like a picture of the wine and a whole like flavor profile, would you say that?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
No, it tells you what to look for in case you were wondering what some of the terms that people use to describe wines are. Hopefully you'll find them in there. If you see something described and you don't know what it is, go smell it or taste it, and that's a really pretty good way to know what it is.
She was actually telling us off camera that a ton of wine, just cases of wine, which sounds like a dream, but a case of wine just gets sent to her, and then she lines it up and spends a long time with each wine, and it's like a yes or no, that's not going in. So these aren't like company picked, these are hand selected.
She actually picks them.
Yeah, so I'll get cases, and like we reject about 80% of the wines that are sent to us. Well, yeah, I'm not kidding. So you have to be sure that whatever goes in the pack is there for a reason. Now, I'm not saying that you guys are gonna like, or you guys are gonna like everything that's in there, but they're all in there for a purpose. Yeah. Meaning you might learn something out of it.
Well, even yeah, of course.
I mean, aren't you thirsty?
I'm super thirsty. I mean, even if I don't absolutely love it, I think it's really interesting to know what I'm tasting rather than just to be poured wine and drink it.
Well, I think that's again, you know, it's a high barrier to entry. All right, so this is Albarino. So it's from Spain. It's from a coastal area in Spain, pretty cold because the Atlantic breezes are coming in. And so it's on this is a funny story about Albarino. So for a really long time, they made wine out of this grape, which actually it's called Viña Vade, which is the vines of the abbot, because they thought that this grape came from Burgundy, but it actually didn't. So I don't know. So this producer's been around for about 50 years, but what happened is like in the 60s, 70s, everybody left Rias Baixas, the area that was here, because it was only farming and it was super rural, and they all went into the cities. So the only people keeping this grape alive were like these old farmers hand harvesting everything. And so what happened is that it became like a giant cocaine I'm not kidding. Rias Baixas is like this huge drug because it's right on the Atlantic. It's really, really remote, and there are these big gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful. You ever look up a picture of it? These inlets. So they would come in and like, it was the home of the cocaine trade. And then somebody came and like started scouting Rías Baixas and saying like, let's look for some cool native grapes of Spain. They found this and they were like, this is awesome. Then all the young people came back because that was industry. So if you taste any Coke, no, I'm just kidding.
What's the proper way? Should we just
Okay, I don't like stemless glasses. We're not, and I also, so think about how many times I put this back in the fridge, right?
Yeah.
So I'm all about the temperature. So why would I take
here,
98.6 degrees and hold it like a medieval goblet?
Yeah.
Oh, Gollum, my precious. Better hold it by the stem. Otherwise you're warming it, and that's not good. So, you know, you're gonna swirl it, because that's what we do.
I know this part.
Do you know why?
To aerate it a little bit.
Yeah, totally. You got it, girl. All right. So and then, hey, you have a dog. I wish your dog was here. So does your dog sniff wine like this?
I don't think I've ever let him sniff.
I'm just kidding. But your dog does not.
He does. He likes margaritas. I don't give it
my
to
dog
him.
likes
He
beer
just
a lot.
snuck it.
No, dogs sniff like little sniffy doggy sniffs, right?
Yeah.
Because they process a lot of information. So that's what you want to do with your wine. You want to learn. Dogs have a much better sense of smell than we do.
Yeah.
So you want to just take little sniffs, see what you smell. What do you guys smell in this wine? You ever like be outside near a stream, like a waterfall or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that smell like that at all to you?
Yeah. I thought we were going for flavors here.
No.
Yeah,
But that is a flavor. See, that's the difference between New World and
I
Old
totally
World
get
wines,
that.
right?
Yeah.
So that's okay. You're not always going to smell fruit first. It's not always going to be fruit first. Sometimes there'll be something else first, especially when it's from Europe.
It does smell like a.
That's exactly what that smells like.
So there you go. So like the mineral streaminess, and then underneath that there's some flowers, like some white flowers. So let's taste it. Hold it in your mouth for a second. It's nice and acidic, right? Underneath your tongue waters. It's a little bit mouth coating, but not too much. And then it's got, you know, if you kind of breathe out a little bit, what does it taste like to you?
This is good.
Citrus.
I might be, see, for some reason, I'm probably really wrong, feel like I taste an apple.
No, that's not right.
Like a
there's
Granny
no
Smith
wrong.
apple.
Yes,
Like a sour apple.
Right, so that's like the
That's
combination of the fruit talking to you and the acidity, because we associate in our minds acidity with things like citrus and Granny Smith apples and things like that. So that's the acidity, and then there is some apple note and like floral stuff going on here, and that mineral thing is still kind of there on the taste. So flavor, so sweet.
It's really good.
I really
It
like
is.
this wine.
And gosh, this is like an awesome cheese wine. So this is a part of the warm weather whites. You can imagine sipping this nonstop on a patio, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
this
would
is
sip
a
it
really,
nonstop.
yeah.
All right, one down. And I'm pretty happy so far.
I'm very happy. This is so good.
I'm super excited to try this one because Sauvignon Blanc is my favorite white.
It is pretty awesome. And this one's from Chile. And it is so good. So you said you're not sure where your Sauvignon Blanc comes from, but it so matters, I'm telling you. It's
Yeah, I mean, I usually just buy it. Like, I've never known enough to know like how to pick my wine. Like I said, I literally just pick a pretty label that's at my price point.
Wow, hey, listen, you know, price point is important, but I'm telling you right now, like the place is gonna, especially with Sauvignon Blanc, because it soaks up the essence of the land so much that it's gonna change based on where you get it.
So this one, what is the name of this one?
All right, this is the Matitech EQ Coastal Sauvignon Blanc, and it's from the Casablanca Valley. If you remember, please tell me that you guys know the movie Casablanca.
Yes.
All right, I mean, I don't know if it's
We haven't known a lot that she's.
I know, I'm like, not even that old, but they don't know anything. It's crazy. This is from Chile. Chile makes awesome wines. A lot of them are influenced by French, because what happened is there was this horrible disease that came over Bordeaux, the region of Bordeaux, and all these French winemakers were kind of out of a job because this little bug came in. It's called phylloxera, and it came in and destroyed a ton of stuff. Yeah, it was, I call it the Charles Manson of vineyards. It's really a nasty thing. So while they were sorting that out, Chile was like, hey, we got a lot of money. You want to come over here? We got a great climate. So they brought over all these French grapes, and one of them was Sauvignon Blanc. Give it a swirl, sniff it like your dog.
Is it jalapeno?
Do you smell that?
Oh, I do.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I do.
It actually smells like raw jalapeno.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you slice it.
Just right when you slice
it's
it.
fresh too, right?
Yeah.
So like when I smell this, my mouth waters because I'm ready to drink
Whoa.
it. Wait, we need to drink
That's
it.
so crazy.
Right? Cheers to you. All right, let's taste it.
That one's way stronger.
Yeah.
But you can taste the jalapeno.
Yeah.
There's jalapeno, there's grapefruit. Acidity underneath your tongue watering.
Grapefruit for sure.
Definitely grapefruit.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I just wanted to give you guys a really cool opportunity to actually partake in this absolutely free. And the way that you're gonna do that is a giveaway. So you guys will watch this video, or actually if you just wanna go ahead, you could just check out the Weekly Tasting site. I'm gonna put all the information down in the description below, so the link to Weekly Tasting and everything is down there, as well as all the information for this giveaway. Pretty much all you have to do is pick one of the 4 that we tried that tickles your fancy the most. The one that you want to try the most, and just comment below the one that's the most interesting to you. That's all you have to do. And the company's gonna go ahead and look through my comment section and pick one of you guys. You're gonna receive a free shipment of this wine, and you're gonna get a personal virtual wine tasting with either Elizabeth or Laura Manick, who is a master sommelier. Yeah. And so both of them are the ones that pick the wine for this company, so it could be either one of them. You'll get to do a virtual wine tasting with these wines. It'd be really cool. And receive a $150 Amazon gift card. Now we're on reds.
Yeah, we're on reds. We're on reds. So the reason that this isn't like the warm weather wine pack is because you gotta put it in the fridge. You saw me put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
It tastes better a little bit chilled. Now you were saying you like your reds a little colder.
I like them a little chilled.
Very
Like, you know.
sophisticated lady. Give it a swirl, give it a sip. But there's some like red fruit or black fruit. What do you think? That's really the categories that I like to like divide the world into.
Blackberries.
I smell blackberry.
So it's more on the black side,
Yeah.
which makes sense, right? Okay, so let's taste it. So what's interesting is that it has another dimension, which is like black pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Taste that?
Yeah. I definitely taste that more than I smell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
smell
it didn't
it.
smell as much like black pepper, but when you taste it, there's some black pepper. So that's like a function of the grape, which is the Mencia grape. It's from Spain, so you have to say it with the lisp, right? Mencia.
Yeah.
From the Bierzo region, Bierzo. This is a great, refreshing wine from Spain, and really fresh and bright, and you know, but still has some weight to it. Not too, you know, not too wimpy, right? Do you guys like it?
I do. On to the next wine.
Oh yeah. All right.
Is this the final wine?
This is our last
This is our last wine.
This is also a wine that gets a chill because it tastes better if you make it a little bit colder.
Yeah.
And it is flowery. Flowery. Flowery.
Oh, I'm not even gonna try to do that.
Try it.
Flowery. I didn't say it like that.
No. That's how she
No, that's
said it.
All right, that's fine because I'm telling you my French sucks. I can speak Spanish, but yeah. Give it a swirl. Smell it.
I definitely have a sweeter, there's something sweeter in here.
Okay, so sweet. So I can tell you it's a dry wine. So what you're smelling is some sort of fruit or
Yeah,
flowers or
it's an
something.
individual smell.
Yeah.
Because it still smells dry.
Right.
It's just, there's
Well,
something
it may
in
not
it.
smell
There's
dry.
something in it, like, this is so frustrating, because like once someone says it, like I'm like, yeah, totally, but
No,
I
but
can't
did
pick
you-
it out.
It's distinctive though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, totally. I think it's more flowers or fruit.
I'm smelling more flowers.
I'm smelling more flowers too.
Well,
Yeah.
remember I said it was flowery.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I think we are getting more flowers out of it. It's kind of like dark flowers. I don't know what kind, but it's some sort of dark flower, like
Is
a bouquet
there
of
a
flowers.
cherry?
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Okay.
major cherry.
Okay, because I'm like, okay,
know,
now I identify that smell.
You know what
Oh my
it smells
God.
like? Cherries and cream together. Like
Yes.
you mix that, like cherry ice cream maybe. It's kind of creamy too. But you know, it's
Look at that, I
And
just
I'm- and I'm
identify
here
the
smelling
smell.
like literally wood. That's all I can smell.
You can definitely taste that cherry and cream flavor.
Totally.
I'm so not tasting cherries and cream. Just throwing it out there.
What are you getting?
I don't know.
Flowers?
Not that though.
If you don't eat a lot of cherries, and we do, we might get more of a cherry
I
note.
think that the thing that you're saying right now is, I grew up, we had like this thing in our refrigerator, we just have a Tupperware container filled with cherries. So we would always eat
You
them.
know what
I don't
cherries
eat that.
taste like.
I love
So
cherries.
you don't
I
eat a
love
lot of
cherries. I just I don't buy them.
No, but
But
I
they
think
taste
that
super different than anything like a maraschino cherry or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, maraschino cherries are processed cherries.
Yeah.
They're basically
Those are great.
pickled
Yeah.
cherries, right? Like pickled cherries in sugar. But this is like a fresh cherry.
This is like, because we had a cherry tree and we also
Cool.
yeah.
So, but I think that's such a great point because you have a lot of experience with cherries. So when you notice it in a wine, you know exactly what that tastes like. You have less
Well,
experience with
I
cherries.
tasted the thing that I tasted growing up eating from my refrigerator.
Right, so what you're gonna do now is that now you're going to bring some cherries over and you guys are gonna try cherries together and then you're gonna taste this wine and you'll see.
Okay.
We have officially tasted all 4 of the wines in this pack. It was super, super awesome.
They
Thank
were
you
all
so
so
much.
good,
Oh my
like
God, it was so
genuinely.
I'm glad you guys love
good.
it.
Yeah.
I sort of do too.
Well, you picked them, right?
Well, obviously I pick them and I don't pick crap, so.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why they're so good, is because it's not
Yeah.
like a very like corporate, this gets picked for you. She actually picked
Yeah.
No, I
and
do
picks everything.
actually pick them, and trust me, there's plenty that don't get picked.
I put all the links in the description as well as the information for the giveaway. I'm showing you guys right here. Here is the app. The app will show you all of this stuff on here, and yes, it is only $69.99 for a whole pack, and that includes free shipping. So that shows this week's pack and different things, and selected by you.
Yes, that's right. 4 wines every time. Stuff from me, videos from me, so I can walk you through.
So there are videos on the app of walking through people, walking through a tasting.
Absolutely. I describe them for you so that it's like the moments that you guys had where you sit there and go, oh yeah, I think I taste that. There it is. So I'm telling you what to look for in the wines, and look, for $69.99, I think it's a great deal.
Yeah.
It's awesome stuff, and I just love the project. I am like you. I also don't work with companies that I don't think are totally awesome, and I think that this is fantastic. I love the fact that I have the opportunity to share wines with people that I think are really great examples of grapes and introduce people to new stuff. So I know you guys liked it.
Yeah, now we got some new grape types that we got to try that I've never even heard of before. It's like probably my favorite thing I've ever had.
Okay guys, well that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and maybe you guys, well I know that if you were watching you learned something, because I definitely learned something.
Yeah.
And you learned something. So thank you so much.
I learned something from you guys.
So anyways guys, that is all we got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we will see you guys again soon. Goodbye. Let's do this. Oh no, people are running. We gotta go.